Hi there. It's a shame that I have never visited this country before. It is my country number 32, and it is actually the second largest country that borders my home country, Germany. I have never been there. So I'm in Poland, and this city is by many people called the most beautiful, the most remarkable city in this country. So I am in southern Poland. I am in Krakow. So I'm going to start out here at the main square, which is the most touristy region, and the plan is to go to some less known, less famous areas a bit later. This building in the middle of the main square is called the Clothes House, and it used to be some kind of market, probably, considering the name, mainly a market for textile products. And it is really huge, just like the whole square is huge. And you can go inside, and I think it is still some kind of market, but more for tourist stuff, souvenirs. Let's have a look. Some traditional clothing or something like that, and we have a lot of amber products. So as far as I know, part of this amber is found at the Baltic Sea, where Poland is connected to. Okay, aside from that, the typical tourist stuff. Lots of religious items as well. You know, Poland is quite a Catholic country. Talking about Poland being a Catholic country, of course, the main cathedral here, Mother Mary's Cathedral, is a must-see, but unfortunately, you cannot simply go inside. You have to wait in line and buy a ticket, and then probably have to wait in another line before you can go in there. I think I'm going to do that a bit later. I need to say that I am not here alone. I am with my family, so it's not the best conditions for filming. I have to combine the two things. But I think I will go there a bit later together with my family, and let me just explore some other sites near the main square. The street looks amazing, like most of the other streets here, and it's got a tower at the end of it, so I think that's what I'm going to check out next. It is incredibly crowded, And this is not on a weekend, it is Friday morning, 11 o'clock. But look at all these historical buildings here. And it's not only this street, it's you find this kind of architecture everywhere in the old town and even outside it. This is obviously one of the town gates. Somewhere I read that you shouldn't write these things because it seems to be a rip-off, but I don't want to do that anyway. Okay, the city defense walls. Okay, again, not gonna buy entrance tickets right now. I will go later to these places together with my family. For now, I'm just walking around. So there is this park all around the old town, which used to be the city or town defense area. Really touristy place, as you can see. And I'd like to mention one thing. So in case you have come to places like Poland or Eastern Europe in general, let's say 5, 10 or maybe even 20 years ago, these places were really cheap, so you could get everything for a budget. This is no longer the case, so actually the prices here are the same as in any other major European city, no matter if it's in the western part or in the eastern part. This is not only a disadvantage, because it's not only that the prices have increased strongly, but on the other hand, the quality, for example, the quality of food, the quality of accommodation have also strongly increased. So it has its upsides and its downsides, but you should be aware of this. So this is not really a budget country, but it's the same in, let's say, Hungary, Czechia, Slovakia, Croatia. Another amazing building here. Looks like a church at first sight, but it's got some kind of globe on the top instead of a cross. And if I have read the table on the building correctly, it must be some kind of paper factory, or must have been some kind of paper factory. But maybe I've got it completely wrong, because I don't speak Polish. Taking another street back to the main square, and I would say that this one is at least as amazing as the other one, but it's much less crowded, maybe because there is some car traffic here, but not a lot. Very interesting little square here with different styles of buildings. I think this must be from the 1930s, but maybe I'm wrong. Then on the other side there is something that the musical conservatory, and it looks somewhat like Secession or Art Deco style, but I'm not sure. Let's just say it's some eclectic architecture. Can't really go wrong when calling something eclectic. There is a number of brick buildings as well, which I think are more common in the northern part of Poland, near the Baltic Sea. I think there seems to be an historical university. Let's go inside. Wow. Look at these windows. Just a few more impressions from the main square. It's a very hot day, by the way. I think we got already above 30 degrees. Currently there is the Piroggi festival right here in Krakow, and if you don't know what Piroggi are, these are these Polish dumplings which come in all kinds of flavors. So there is sweet varieties, some in crazy colors, and yeah, my problem right now is that I am absolutely not hungry, so I will probably come back later and have some kind of lunch here. So there are some Japanese Yoda style dumplings as well, and actually these pierogi really come close to the Asian style dumplings. At least that's my impression. Still not hungry, but anyway, got myself some relatively standard pierogi, not the fancy stuff. Got my ticket for the church, 15 zloty, that is about €3.50. One more absolutely amazing church. This is the Basilica Svetei Troici, which is Dominican, and I guess that Troici, whatever it is pronounced, means something like Trinity. So that was another absolutely amazing church here, and I can tell you one thing: we stay here for 2 nights. So we have one evening, that was yesterday, today a full day, and tomorrow we can only stay here for the morning, and that is definitely not enough. Camino de Santiago. So I don't want to bore you, but we absolutely need to visit another church. This is the Franciscan Basilica. So you really should visit these churches, even if you are not so into Christian religion. I hope I don't annoy you too much by visiting all these churches, but here in Krakow, in Poland, the most Catholic country in Europe and maybe worldwide, this is definitely something you need to do. At least I highly recommend it. Not really sure, but I think this is the university building which I visited before, just from the other side. Okay, so the plan is to check out some of the less famous parts of the city and also to go to the castle. This part of town is named Piasek or Piasek. It is outside the historical center, but when you look at these buildings, I would say it is more historical than most, than the centers, the historical centers of most other cities. Okay, looks like I have to change my plan. I will probably not be able to visit the castle because I just noticed that my parking ticket ran out. So I have to renew it, and there are already 2 people standing there. Okay, mission accomplished. I think I gotta take some stuff out of the car, but it looks like it won't be possible to go to the castle because it's going to close at 5 o'clock and it's already 4:30. So maybe at least I can have a look at it from the outside. As I said, I had to bring some things back to the room, so let's do a little room tour. This is what you get for a little more than 100 euros. It's a really small room, but very modern and clean, including breakfast, and it's in one of the best locations of the city. It's inside the Jewish quarter, which I'm going to show a bit later. It's got a little bathroom, also very modern, shower, everything's clean, everything's fine, but not really cheap. Okay, that's the hotel room. By the way, quite a good internet connection. So let's go to the castle. So that's the hotel from the outside. And if you walk 15 minutes this way, you will get to the historical center. And over there, you don't really see it from here, that's the Jewish quarter. That's the Jewish quarter, at least the touristy part of it. Yesterday evening we had dinner in this place. Hamza, hummus and happiness. It was quite good, but I don't even need to mention it. It wasn't cheap. Now this Jewish quarter, of which this is really only a little touristy part, is absolutely huge. And also quite touristy. But never mind, there are also some quieter places. Let's go here. And it is really unlike anything I have ever seen. Even the Jewish quarter in Budapest can't compare with this. There is not only one synagogue, there is, I think, 7, if I remember correctly, from different time periods. I think I'm gonna go back to this quarter in the evening, and I guess we are gonna have dinner here once again. But for now I am heading for the castle. My family managed to go in there about 20 minutes before they were closing. Just one of these 7 or 8 synagogues here. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to go in there right now. So far, I have only been referring to this as the Jewish quarter, but it also has a name. It's named Kazimierz. The first traffic light for pedestrians I have seen in the city. So one thing that is interesting is that normally there are, of course, traffic lights for cars, but not for pedestrians. Oh, didn't make it. Anyway, plans have changed once again. Just learned that it's still possible to go up to the castle, and that only the museums and some other places have closed at 5 o'clock. So let's do that. That's the castle. Just as amazing as everything else here. Just look at that golden dome over there. Really some crazy architecture. Unlike anything I have ever seen before, I have to say that. Wow. I would say this is incredible.
Como es el dicho, ¿no? Donde fueres, bebe lo que vienes. No me líes algo.
Let me already do a little resume while walking back through the streets of Kazimierz, the Jewish quarter. So with Krakow, I found another really amazing city that plays in the same league as, say, Budapest, Vienna, Berlin, Saigon, Bangkok. Maybe the only exception is Rome, which I would say plays in a league of its own. And yeah, I really had high expectations, but I actually didn't expect that. There are really so many unique and outstanding things.
Jest bardzo interesujące.
There are so many amazing and unique things to see here, alone in this quarter, in the Jewish quarter, Kazimierz, that 2 nights just aren't enough. So I really recommend you to stay longer, at least 3 nights. Didn't film yesterday evening for some reason, but today I got one more hour before we leave, and I'm gonna use this to explore one of the really lesser known parts of the town. It's named Stare Vodorze or something like that. I have to cross the river to get there, but it's quite close to the Jewish quarter and to the hotel, which is right over there. Nice place, but not as spectacular as the more central parts of the city. Not too much going on right now in the morning. By the way, this is also the place where the factory of Oskar Schindler was located. You might have heard of this guy who supposedly saved the lives of many Jews during World War II. Maybe you have also seen the movie, which has been shot for a great part in the Jewish quarter of Krakow. That's it from amazing Krakow. But one more thing. I would really like to improve my content, and to do this, some motivation would really help. And what is the best motivation for a YouTuber? It is subscribers. So it would really help me to improve my content if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, bye bye. Hope to see you next time.